Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Low Scroll Tom, and today I'm gonna be doing some more attacks using DragBat. Let's go. Alright, so first of all, let me send a special thank you to my buddy Nin over at TE Base Building. He went ahead and hooked it up with this base. As you can see, the LST Gaming logo. Did a phenomenal job. Secondly, let me send a quick shout out to Apple Clan for allowing me to do war with them. All right, so let's jump right in. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into base number 2. This was my first attack. Normally when I use DragBat, I look out for splash damage defenses. This includes scatter shots, wizard towers, and multi-target infernos. So I want to take out as much of those as possible with my heroes and my dragon, to allow my bats to roam freely without having to worry about too much splash. So I dropped the Yeti, walking towards 6 to create a funnel, and my loons over at 3 to create the other side of the funnel, and I wall broke right into the queen compartment. So my king, my queen, and my RC is gonna walk into that compartment, take out the enemy queen, take out 2 air defenses, the scatter shot, the wizard tower, as well as the enemy CC. And at the same time, if you notice, both sweepers, one is facing towards 9 and one is facing towards 3. So you also want to keep that in mind when you determine the deployment of your dragons and your dragon and your loons. You don't want to come head on into a sweeper. So that's what motivated me to drop my bats and loons, or my dragons and loons down at 6. So I do not have to come head on into a sweeper. So as you can see, I take out multiple wizard towers. Took out 1 scatter, as well as the queen, the enemy CC, and I'm gonna grab that multi-target inferno. I dropped my blimp to go through my warden ability. I have a hound and 5 sneaky goblins. Unfortunately, there was the CC building still standing, so my goblins went for that before going for the town hall, which they did not grab the town hall in time, and the dragons had to step up and take that down. As you can see, all 4 X-bows are set to ground. This allows my bats to just roam right over them without the threat of X-bows taking them out. All I have to worry about is that 1 wizard tower, while my bats just take their sweet time knocking out the X-bows, taking out the eagle, and taking out the remaining wizard tower. And once that wizard tower goes down, I think it's safe to say it's going to be a 3 from that point on, because there's really nothing left to destroy that big group of bats. All we have are single point targets, the Teslas, and they're not going to grab all those bats. They have the enemy king still standing, but all my troops are air, so he's not going to be able to do anything. The bats, the dragons, and my queen are going to step up and take him out. Unfortunately, my queen is already weak, so she's not going to get too much damage off of him before he takes her down. But at this point, it really doesn't matter. As you can see, there's no defenses left. I have a few bats, 2 dragons, and my warden is still pretty decent health. So basically, it just comes down to great planning and great attacking. Alright, here we go. Hitting base number 1 this time. As you can see, I have the same mindset. I got to set a funnel for my heroes. I'm going to go for splash damage. In this corner, I have a multi, I have an air defense, and I have a wizard tower, along with the enemy king and some Teslas. So this is going to be huge value for my Sui hero as long as I funnel them correctly, and I can possibly grab the enemy king along the way. And hopefully I'm going to want to push my RC in to grab that scatter shot. So with my ice golem up front, he's gonna set off a couple of traps. He's gonna tank for my RC, and he's also gonna freeze the wizard tower. My king and my queen are making their way up towards 12. I try to do a wall break to get my queen onto the scatter shot compartment, but unfortunately it did not work. So I had to freeze the enemy queen and the CC to allow my RC to get a few more shots off, and to keep the enemy CC in the poison a little bit longer, so those loons will go down. Alright, so with my queen taking down the air defense, I'm going to deploy my drags and deploy my loons. Of course, the loons are just specifically there to draw any kind of traps that may be out there on the dragon's path. My blimp coming in, I normally pop my warden ability right as the blimp is leaving the warden aura. So my blimp can be protected all the way to the town hall. As you can see, there is nothing there to distract the sneaky goblins this time. So the hound comes out and the sneaky goblins go straight for the town hall, being that the town hall is a storage. So with the town hall down, my dragons making their way to the core of the base. They're going to be tanking 4 of my bats to come in and grab that single target inferno. And then I have to freeze the scatter shot along with the wizard tower, because that's going to be a huge threat to my bats, and I do not want my bats to go down before they get the job done. So luckily that sweeper pushed them into firing range of that scatter shot, but they were able to get back into the dead zone to where they did not get shot and taken out too fast. So here we go. All we have left is 1 archer tower, or I'm sorry, 2 archer towers and 1 air defense, with about 6 dragons left. And I doubt that's going to take down all my dragons. I still have plenty of time left. They're going to come in and do the cleanup. And once again, the same concept. Funnel the heroes, take out some splash along the way. If you can grab a enemy hero and the CC along the path of your Sui heroes, that's just a bonus. But if not, you just want to make sure that you set great pathing for your dragons to come in and knock out tons of value, and then utilize the bats to pick up the slack on the back end. Alright, so let's jump into war number 2. This time I'm running with war soldiers. If you guys need a war clan, make sure you stop by, let them know LST sent you. But before I can jump into this war and show these attacks, I need to take a quick pause for the cause and show some love to the new sponsor. Check it out.
Fatality.
Shout out to Kung Fu Kevin. If you don't know who Kung Fu Kevin is, you're gonna find out very soon. Alright, so let's jump into this war with war soldiers. I have the same concept when it comes to doing this attack. Go in one compartment where there's a lot of splash damage value, set a funnel for your heroes, get them in there, take out the splash, and then create pathing for your loons and your dragons. So as you can see, my Yeti is up top. He's gonna make a little funnel on that side to ensure my king walks down towards 6. Also, I had a wizard on that barracks go down pretty early, so I had to accommodate and use a dragon. It is a big loss, but I'd rather waste 1 dragon than fail the attack. Alright, so I got my RC going in for that single target inferno. He's gonna grab the AD, the archer tower, as well as the wizard tower. I had to utilize a freeze to ensure my RC can stay alive through this compartment. My king went down fairly early, but it's fine. He did his job. He was tanking for my queen. They got tons of value. She's still at full health, or close to, with her ability. As you can see, I set the pathing for my dragons to go directly over the eagle, because that's a huge threat as well. So my RC is gonna grab that eagle, just ensuring my dragons are going to be able to go along the path from 6 to 9. My queen is caught up on the lava hound, but I'm going to poison that, pop that, and use the second poison. I use 2 poisons on every one of these attacks because you never know what's going to come out of that CC. So 2 poisons. My blimp is going in my warden's aura. Right before it leaves, I pop his ability to ensure my blimp gets some protection on its way to the town hall. And the same thing here, there's no storages, no gold storages or dark elixir storage to allow my sneaky goblins to go straight for the town hall. And under rage, 5 sneaky goblins is gonna rip that town hall down in seconds. My hound went down fairly quickly, but that's fine. It's just there to help support the dragons as far as tanking goes. And then with 80% of the base gone, I just gotta utilize my bats to take out the back end. I have 1 scatter shot that's targeting my bats. Unfortunately, I did not have any more freezes, but being that there's really no other defenses up that can take out my bats, they should be safe and be able to clean up, help the dragons and the loons clean up the rest. Again, the king is last up standing, but he's not going to do anything to my air troops. which allows them just to fly right over, take him out, and then wipe out the rest of the base. Alright, switching over to war attack number 2. Again, I can't stress that enough. The same concept. Set a funnel for your Sui. Get them to get the splash damage value you want, while also setting a path for your dragons. This time I went straight in for the town hall because it was easy access, and being that the town hall is the biggest threat of the war attack, I figured if I could take it out early, it's only gonna help. So my ice golem is gonna come in and help tank my king and my queen. There goes the king to help set some pathing for my queen, and also to take down the other enemy king, pop his ability. And I'm not gonna blow up the second wall because my queen can reach that town hall from her location on the outside of that wall, to prevent my heroes from going in and getting hit by that Giga Bomb and the poison. So I'm gonna allow her to take out that town hall from the outside of the wall, and she's gonna be able to take out the hounds. So that's 2 birds with 1 stone. RC came back to help her out, which was quite unfortunate because she took some shots from that scatter that if she were to just step up and take that scatter out, that probably would have been more useful. But now she's in the town hall poison and she could not take that scatter down. So it was bittersweet. I mean, it was able to help take down the CC, but missed the scatter. So here we go. I got my dragons coming in. I wanted to take out a few of those defenses and storages to allow my dragons to, allow my warden to get the blimp in the Torah, but I just missed the blimp. So I went ahead and popped the blimp in the core and popped my warden's ability over the Yeti, while at the same time enraging them, so they can just take out that whole centerpiece, take out all the ADs and the multi, and keep pushing forward. And then on the back end, I got my bats coming. There's no splash, so they're able to grab the eagle safely, and when they make their way up towards the wizard tower, I'll just freeze it along with the multi to prevent my bats getting taken down by that multi, because that multi can wipe out your bats really fast. So they take down that multi. That'll be it for as far as splash damage defenses go. And looking at this base, all the defenses are gone, so there's really nothing left. My drags and my bats are gonna just sweep right through it and clean up. Warden's still at pretty decent health. And again, same concept every time. I know it's getting repetitive, but it works, and that's why I'm going over it, saying the same thing over and over. All right, so now we're over at the tavern. I'm gonna hit base number 3. So the plan was to set a path for my king. In order to do so, I would take down this mortar, which will allow my king to start over at the lab and make his way around 9 o'clock going towards 6, knocking down all those buildings. And then I needed to take out this mortar over by 9, and then allow my RC to come in on the wizard tower, AD, and scatter. But as you can see, the AD, its range is just right on the corner of that mortar. So I need my king to tank this archer tower, and then I can drop some loons to take out this mortar and the cannon, which would allow my heroes to go straight towards that pink storage and go straight into the enemy queen and scatter shot. So it sounds confusing, but you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So I got my Yeti, starting my king off. He's gonna hit the lab and work his way around the 9 o'clock corner. Archer tower is distracted. I dropped the loons outside of the AD range. They're supposed to take down the mortar and the cannon. Unfortunately, that red bomb prevented my loon from taking out that cannon, which threw my whole attack off. So instead of my queen and king stepping up to the pink storage, they walked towards the gold storage, and I was still stuck with the plan with my RC. So I missed that scatter and I missed the enemy queen, but I was still able to get significant damage. I pulled the CC, put poison on them, and I froze it to allow the CC to get killed while in poison. Instead of starting my dragons and my loons over the 6 o'clock corner to take out the eagle, I allowed my heroes to take out the eagle. And once the eagle goes down, then I start preparing for the alternate attack, which is basically starting at 3 o'clock. And what's bad about starting off at 3 o'clock, there's a sweeper right in the core of the base. facing outward towards 3, so it's gonna push my troops back, and it just hurts my attack overall. So you can see why, although I didn't get my initial plan, I had to accommodate, pop my warden ability over the blimp, and then just kind of make sure it gets its way into the town hall to allow the sneaky goblins to take out the town hall extremely fast. And now I'm having to deal with this sweeper, but luckily for me, I was able to allow my dragons to take their sweet time and get the core compartment while distracting the queen with the bats over at 9. Starting my bats on the scatter because I need that scatter down as soon as possible to prevent my bats from getting prevent my dragons, I'm sorry, from getting shot by the scatter, which can do tremendous damage. Unfortunately, my bats got swept up in that tornado. At least half of them did, but luckily there was enough to kill off the rest of the base. I thought the AD took out my bats, so I dropped the freeze on them, but I still had a couple of bats up, which made it out and helped finish the base off along with the dragons. So although the plan didn't work, I just basically shifted my dragon's entry point from 6 to 9 and had to go head on to the sweeper and just kind of accommodate and hope for the best. Alright, so we're going 5 attacks in with 15 stars. I got 1 attack remaining over at the tavern. Hopefully I can pull it off. No sweat, right? Alright, so here we go. I gotta set the plan in motion. So up top, I gotta create a funnel, or pathing, I'm sorry. Get my king started from this end, take out all this trash, take out the archer tower. And then at the same time, I'm gonna have to use this dark elixir collector. I need to take that down to push my heroes in. As you can see, this mortar does not reach that dark elixir collector, so that's going to be 1 point of funnel. And then I got to break this wall piece and then break this second wall piece to get my heroes into that multi-target inferno compartment. And then I'm gonna start over at 12 with the balloons and drags to make their way straight into the eagle. So here we go. I'm gonna use a dragon up top. As you see, there's a AD near 9. If I would have used my dragon on that dark elixir collector, the AD would have took out my dragon pretty quickly and it would not got the value that I needed. So that's why I dropped the Yeti over on that end, along with the wizard to help create the funnel. So as you can see, I broke that wall piece. I need to get my king, my ice golem, my queen, all into that compartment. And here comes the second wall break. Open the next compartment. Oh no, my queen is staying on the outside. Just don't panic, don't panic. Queen is staying on the outside. She was supposed to go in. Luckily my RC went in. I had to freeze and poison because there's a headhunter and a scatter and a multi all taking down my RC. So I needed to keep her alive as long as possible to grab as much defenses and help set the pathing for my dragons. So with the queen going out, that's not a good start. Here comes the drags and the loons, and they're gonna come in and take out the eagle. I got my blimp, same thing, coming in under the warden's aura right when it reaches the edge. Got hit by a sweeper. Just don't panic, just don't panic, stick to the plan, hit the warden ability. Sweeper pushing it back once again. As the dragons come up, they start to split, and when I see that split, I start to panic. I don't know what to do. I have my pathing all screwed up at this point. I send the bats in to help support, but now I'm having to waste multiple freezes at the same time because not only do I have a multi-target inferno, but I have a wizard tower, and as you can see, my bats do not make it past neither one of those buildings. They get taken down immediately, and now it's up to my dragons and my warden to clean up about 33% of the base. And with one more AD remaining, it's just not gonna happen. I still have one single target inferno down at 6, along with a builder. He's just kind of running around waiting to repair some buildings. So as you can see, with my 2 dragons and my warden up, one dragon's about half health, he goes down, and it just did not work out. My pathing went wrong, my queen walked to the outside, my bats just came flying out because it was a panic move, and as you can see, unfortunately I could not pull off the last 3 stars. But overall, I had a great time using DragBat. I hope you learned something. As you can see, it's very repetitive. You just got to keep working at it. What I expect you to do from this point is to take this attack, modify it, make it better, and then come back and teach me, because I need all the help I can get. So thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. Let me know what you think about DragBat and what you would like to see me use in the upcoming videos. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.